Hey everybody, it's me, the Guru. Hope everybody's well and health, and with somebody that you can connect with and you're spiritually happy and safe with. Look, I'm going to keep it short. My topic is going to be a little story, okay, and I'm going to call it the freedom of speech story. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I've actually put a YouTube out there before, a couple of weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, and my freedom of speech was stopped. So, in my opinion, it was anyway. Anyway, I'm getting onto it, so this is the way it goes. It's called the freedom of speech story about Jesus and the Bible, okay? Okay, and you can connect the dots and read in between the lines. Why I'm putting it out there like this. Once upon a time, there lived a person named Jesus, okay? Now, before Jesus was born, he had a mother, okay? Now, we know her as Virgin Mary. Now, Virgin Mary was picked apparently by angels, okay, and deemed to have this baby called Jesus, okay. Now, that's what happened. Now, this man or baby that grew up to be a man, was, as we know, in the end, persecuted and executed, okay. And now, the reason I believe that he was, and what we've been told and what we know through history and, you know, everything else that we've been taught. So it's like this. When that boy grew up to be a man, he must have experienced life. He must have been around people. He must have had values in life. Okay, now we all know his mother was picked by angels. So if she was picked by angels, okay, and she was a basic peasant woman, okay, so we don't really know, and there are stories that she was a simple woman before she was chosen and, you know, conceived with the baby Jesus. She apparently was a sinner, okay, that repented to a good life, or what she knew as a good life in those times. But anyway, so that's what we know. So he only had her. And we see where in some movies he had a father and some movies he didn't have a father. So we don't know whether really Jesus had a father. But if he did, and it was a family unit, what he would have grown up with was the belief of the way they were, their beliefs. And that would have extended into Jesus' life, okay? And as we know, Jesus was a people's person, right from the very word go. And as he grew up, he could see a better way for others and himself and I dare say his family, and for everybody that was around him and life itself, okay? And I don't think he realised until and people realised until his death how special he was. And then it was let to be known that this man, Jesus, was to be picked as our saviour. But before that, he walked and talked and sat and slept with people. He was a basic peasant person. His word grew for not only his people, but for everybody. And as we know it today, all around the world. So one thing I do know as a Christian, and I'm quite certain on this, that man Jesus, before he was persecuted and executed, he would not have, and what we know, would not have gone around and state, if you're a prostitute, thief, liar, homosexual, you'll be deemed to hell. What a joke. No, that is incorrect. Okay, so, and I know, and we all know for a fact, the Romans and the emperors and the kings, they all impose their laws, their religions, their beliefs on that. So that's where it grew, with different religions, different races. That was all a mixture. So, and that's where their customs, their belief come from. But how dare, and I say how dare, that the Bible be used as a weapon like that. It really is. Because Where does it state anywhere in the Bible that I know of that this man Jesus went around deeming people to hell? That is incorrect. Incorrect. You got to agree, hey guys, whoever watches this YouTube. Anyway, I'll say bye-bye now, okay, because that's my point of view, my opinion, my freedom of speech story about Jesus and the Bible. Freedom of speech, guys. Okay. Putting it out there. Hope you're well and health. Look after yourself. And as I said, always be with somebody you love that makes you happy and you're safe with. Okay. Until then, bye from the Guru.